Welcome to the final push into S7. This video is hopefully going to be my last video in S6. I'm pretty close to the top. Today I'm going to be grinding out some games, forcing my way into S7, which if you don't know, that's my peak rank. That's the highest I've ever been. And after I hit S7, I fell back down to S4, and I've been working my way back up ever since.
Just show you some real speed.
And, ooh, almost starting the game off with a hole-in-one, but instead starting it off with a fairway putt. Ooh, and from inches away to 14 points, all the way to 7 points. Kind of a rough first hole of the game, but it's going to be okay. I'm expecting everybody else to get par here. And even if some players do get birdie, I'm not worried. I'm not scared about going 3 points down just after the first hole. But it looks like it's going to be par for everybody in the room, and so we're effectively back to square one after the first hole. It's now essentially a 4-hole online game, if you want to think about it that way, and that's completely fine with me. You know, I kind of wish there were longer online game modes. I really wish you could jump into a random 9 or even an 18-hole online game, but in this case, it's pretty much a 4-hole game.
Nice shot.
Like I said, that's fine, as long as I can play normally, and by normally I mean eagle here, that is expected for sure. I already know for fact there's going to be eagles, and so if I fail to get eagle here, I will be falling behind. That's not what I want to do, so I'm just going to make sure I get eagle here. Or, you know, I would take an albatross too. But I'm going to go just a little bit over 3 dots, maybe like 3.1 or 3.2. The wind will carry me a bit, so... Ooh, that's... Yeah, just a little bit too much there. So, 2 fairway putts here in the first 2 holes. One miss and 1 sink. And I sunk the more important one, I would say. Can you imagine doing a challenge where you cannot touch the green at all? Like, imagine you jumped into a random 9 seed, just offline game, and you tried to see the best score you could get without touching the green. Sounds like a pretty fun idea, to be honest. I might actually do that in the future. And if I do it, I'll probably make a video on it and post it. Maybe start some sort of community challenge who can get the best random 9 seed score without touching the green.
Nice shot.
I feel like par would be a good score to shoot for. Well, maybe not, actually. Because if you got par on everything, you'd only get, I think, 2 chances at a chip-in, depending on... I don't know how that would work.
Nice
We'll
shot.
figure it out sometime in the future. That is too light. I did mean to go full power. Maybe it's not too light. I did mean to go backspin as well, so... If I'd got the backspin, it wouldn't have been too light. My intention was to go full power with backspin. Instead, I got whatever that was, 3.75 and no backspin. Regardless, I'm going to drop into the side of the hole here for another 10 points. And to no surprise there, I'm still tied for first. It's with 3 other people now, but it is still a tie for first. And on to hole 12. So the second pretty easy eagleable hole. What I mean by that is pretty much just hole 12, 14, and 18 are what I would consider easy, quote unquote, eagleable holes.
Nice
Still
shot.
wind dependent, yes, but I would generally consider those 3 eagle holes. So I am pretty far to the edge here. I'm thinking I might need 5 iron. Or not need, but I might go full power 5.
Nice shot.
Okay, barely cleared the bunker there, but made it onto the green, only 21 feet away. Solid, solid chance for an eagle. And that is a really good eagle from hole 12 with semi-difficult wind. And with the eagle there, I will be going in to a solo control of first place. I think there were 3 eagles there, but the other 2 players were down a bit lower, so a 4-point lead now going into the finals. A great spot to be. The win is looking like it's pretty much locked up. We have hole 3 to just play normally on, and if I can do that, I will get the win. I can even give up 1 stroke in like a birdie par situation. Giving up 3 points would be fine. Not that I'm going to do that. I'm going to play hard till the very end.
Nice
Just like
shot.
the game says. And with hole 3 here, tricky wind, really unlikely that we'll see any eagles, which is probably the only way these players are going to beat me is if they get an eagle, because there's no way I'm getting a bogey on this hole, and if they get birdie, I would have to get bogey
Nice
for them to win, and that's not happening, so eagle is their only chance, but like I said, not expecting any. But I mean, if it does happen, then props for sure. Okay, that's fine. Very, very safe birdie putt. Could have got the wind a little better, but only 8 feet away. With this putt, I will lock up the win.
Nice birdie.
And here we go. The victory ceremony has begun. It's kind of funny. Both the other players got a bogey in there. I think there was 1 disconnection. I'm pretty sure there were 4 people in the final, so they could not handle the heat of Big L here. And let's see how close we're going to be to S7. Can't quite remember how good the lobby was, but I think I'll get within striking distance for sure. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's like a 1 win away kind of thing. Unless we get put in a dookie lobby, which we will find out very shortly. So I'll see you guys in the second game.
A few moments later.
Yeah, this game is a write-off. The micro putt on the very first hole kind of just set me up for a bad performance, I suppose. I got in my head a little bit. Honestly, not much I can do in that situation. Yeah, I haven't really figured out a way how to completely eliminate micro putts, and so back to square one in terms of rank for this video, and we will jump into a third game and make some of this rank back.
A few moments later.
Well, that certainly was a bounce back win. However, I told you the average rank of this lobby, I might scare you with just the shocking sheer lowliness of rank. So let's take a look here. You know, not quite back to where we were, but if we land in a good lobby, we are within striking distance, so let's jump into another game, see what kind of lobby we find. And survey says, it's an okay lobby. There is an S2 player, S1 player, some A players, and 1 random C player, so I don't think a win here is going to push me over the edge into S7, but it's going to get me so close that a win in any lobby, after a win in this game, will definitely be enough to rank me up. So let's do that. Let's just get a win here, get a win in the next game, and secure S7.
Nice shot.
That is one heck of a way to start off a game and to do what needs to be done to secure a win. 31 mile an hour crosswind on hole 2. Pretty cheeky hole in 1 there. And to no surprise, I have solo control of first place here. There was only 1 other birdie as well. So I have a 4-point lead over second, a 7-point lead over pretty much the rest of the room. And I do have a 9-point lead over the unfortunate 8th place person. On to hole 3 here. Let's try to keep the momentum going. It's going to be tough to get an eagle in this wind. That is exactly what I would have said last hole, and, well, I got the eagle, so.
Nice shot.
I I think with 24-mile-an-hour headwind, we should be able to drive onto the fairway from our second stroke here. Which would be nice, makes chipping a little bit easier if we're not on the rough. Yeah, I think we should be fine here.
Nice shot.
Ooh, I might be a bit left. And I am left. Okay, so my bad there. My fault entirely. But it doesn't really hurt our birdie chances. It just kind of hurts our eagle chances. Ooh, and this is interesting. If I go full power 3, I don't know if it's going to be enough. But if I go spoon, I might not even make it over the hill. And even if I do, I don't really know the roll of the spoon on the green, so I risk just going past the green. So I'm just going to go 3-iron. And kind of accept the fact that I'll be putting for birdie.
Nice on.
And there it is, a,
Nice birdie.
well, I guess my first birdie. I was going to say second, but a nice 24 points here going into the semifinal. I still hold a 4-point lead over second and a 7-point lead over third, so no surprise there. So on to hole 16 here with only 6-mile-an-hour wind. Definitely makeable, the shortcut here.
Nice shot.
And the pin is actually in a position that's relatively flat on the green. And so a chip is on the table here. Oh, no, that was... Man, that was close. That would have been... That would have been really good to get the eagle there and be at...
Nice birdie.
I guess it would be at 38 after 3. Yeah, it's actually really disappointing there. I could have been on a really good pace, like, maybe not world record pace, which is 70, but if I eagled there, I definitely would have been on 66 pace, which is a really good score. And of course, the next hole is 18, another, I mean, depending on this wind, pretty easy eagleable hole. But we'll take a look at the wind before we make any judgments here. Okay, I guess. Wouldn't have been able to take this eagle route anyway, and so missing eagle on 16, it stings a little bit less, I suppose.
Nice
Although if
shot.
I make it onto this fairway and I don't land on the rough, I can easily drive onto the green from here, and so honestly, I might even get eagle here. And if I get eagle here, that's just like rubbing salt in the wound to missing my chip last hole. Let's see though, let's see what we can do. I mean, technically, albatross still on the table.
Nice shot.
Okay, well, that was a bit sus, I would say. Alright, enough of this eagle, albatross, high score talk. Let's just focus on winning the game here. Ooh, pretty nice
Chip in eagle.
chip and eagle, though. Right after I say let's forget about the eagles, I get another, I guess, a second eagle of this game. That was a decent chip in. 20-mile-an-hour crosswind, I guess similar to the hole 2 chip with strong crosswind. So I guess after all that, it is a little bit kind of like rubbing salt in the wound. I'm a little bit mad at myself for missing that chip on 16. It's funny because the chip on 3 wouldn't actually have been too, like, out of the question had I been on the fairway. The wind was pretty flat, and we are going to finish things off in hole 6. So, I don't know, if I was on, like, really high score right now, and I ended in hole 6, probably not the hole that would get me to, like, 66 or something, but anyway, that's fine. I think I have the wind locked up, although it is 0 wind, and so... I gotta stop talking about that. Gotta focus on the game. At some point in my career, I will hit a 70-point game. It's not gonna be this one, though. And, that's fine. Right now, my goal is to win the game, and then win the next game, and then rank up to S7. That is my 3-step plan right now, which I would like to accomplish before the end of the video.
Nice shot.
Wow, that's, just a bit too much power there. Backspin onto the green though, so gives me a bit of a better angle to line up my putt. Pretty decent putt there to finish things off. Bro was mad that he's bad at the game. That's kind of funny, honestly. So in the end, it'll be a 58-point performance. Nothing to scoff at. However, it was a pretty easy seed, so 54 plus was to be expected.
Congratulations.
Give the guys a friendly clap. I mean, I won by 14 points. I guess had I not gotten that hole in one, it would have been 54 points, but still, second place with 44 points, it's a little bit surprising. Lobby wasn't too good, and I don't think I'm going to rank up here, but if I do, I'll take it. Okay, not quite. We are striking distance yet again. I think I was within striking distance like 40 minutes ago, so we're going to jump into another game. Hopefully going to be the last game here before I make it into S7. So I'll see you guys when we find a lobby here. Alrighty, we've made it to
The contestant.
what I think is the 5th game right now, and a not very good lobby. Now, you saw last game we're very, very close to S7. I think a win in this lobby is going to be enough to rank me up. We're going to have to play through this game together and see if a win here is going to be enough, but we do have to win first.
Nice shot.
Ooh, I did not mean to go club there. I don't even know what I went. Probably 3-iron. Or maybe I went 5. I meant to go spoon. I did not realize I had a club there until I heard the club noise, that and it wasn't the spoon or driver noise. Wow, that was close. I'm glad I'm not in the water and I'm not starting off with an out of bounds, but cannot be making any silly mistakes like that for the rest of the game. Alright, someone with the chip-in birdie there. That's alright. I'll be starting off with a 3-point lead. Considering I could have been out of bounds and putting for a bogey, I am honestly okay with that. I'll take par right now, that's fine.
Nice par.
Alright, so yeah, I consider myself lucky to be in second place right now and not tied for last, so... And I don't have a worry in the world right now. A 3-point lead against an A player. I got this. Don't you worry. We will be making a comeback and we will be winning this game. So hole 18 again. Bit of a strong crosswind.
Nice shot.
I think I made my chip and eagle on 18 last game with 21 mile an hour crosswind. I am playing really dookie right now. I can't believe I'm in the rough there. I really got to focus up here. Okay. Okay, legit though, like, I really gotta focus up.
Nice on. Nice birdie.
Okay, Mr. Rye Guy. I see you. He has managed to pull out to a 7-point lead after 2 holes. Honestly, I commend him for that. 7-point lead after 2 holes. Yeah, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. However, I have never been one to shy away from a challenge. I am totally up for a 7-point comeback for this game. So let's get after it and make that happen.
Nice shot.
Now, yes, I am going around this time. And why is that, you might ask? Because the pin is not being guarded by the bunker right now. So I have a pretty clear drive. Just straight ahead. If I get the power right, it's going to be a very cheeky albatross. Now, yes, I could have done that had I gone through the trees, but it was a bit of a risky shot to go through the trees. I wasn't sure if I would hit a tree and make it onto the fairway, but here we are, trying to get a nice drive onto the green.
Nice shot. Nice approach.
And that was a pretty good attempt, but just left it 4.5 feet short from the spoon albatross there. Pretty nice roll on the green, to be honest. But let's sink the eagle putt here.
Pretty eagle.
And with that pretty safe eagle, I will be making my way back into, well, I guess it'll be a tie for second, but also only 3 points down to Ragai now, who got the birdie on hole 14 there. We have 15. I'm expecting birdies from myself and Ragai. If that's the case, our comeback chances would be left to the final hole. But we'll see what happens here. Eagles can happen, pars can happen.
Nice shot.
It's not a gimme birdie here by any means.
Nice shot.
So a bit of a headwind there, so just under full power on the 7. It wasn't quite enough, so 16 feet away still. But the putt was sunk nonetheless for a cheeky 10 points there. Well, the undisputed comeback king strikes yet again. From 7 points down to a tied for first place with Matt and Ragai. On to the finals we go, tied on 41 points. This is for all the marbles. This is what it comes down to. One hole left, a 3-way tie. If I outplay these two players right now, I will rank up to S7. If I don't, I will probably lose rank. Pin is on the left. I'm going right down the middle here.
Nice shot.
Try to get myself a clear chip onto the green, which I will. I might have to go a little bit under full power though with the 5-iron, just from where I am, my position right now. And this is tricky because you have to get enough power to clear the tree, the tall tree, the bushy one that's guarding the green. But too much power, you're going to be past the green on the rough, so.
Nice shot.
And precision is what I had.
Nice approach.
Very nice approach on hole 6 there. Honestly, not the easiest hole by any means. A very, very close approach. A good way to secure a safe birdie.
Nice birdie.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a dirty, dirty comeback. I was 7 points down after the first 2 holes. I had no business getting first. And then I make up 10 points in the final 3 holes. Nasty, absolutely nasty, but I will absolutely take it as well. So 51 to 48 in the end. A valiant effort by Ragai, but in the end, he succumbed to the pressure of this guy right here. Now, this should be enough to rank up. I would be shocked if it wasn't. Are you freaking kidding me right now?
The contestant.
Why am I here? Literally, why am I here?
Nice shot.
I feel like I should be in S7 right now. I'm just going to make my thoughts very clear. But Nintendo said no. They just said no. So here we are, doing another game.
Nice.
Going to be winning another game. Well, after the first hole of the, I think the 6th game at this point is a birdie. So tied for first with 4 other players as we move on once again to 15. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really like playing 15. It's kind of just like, I don't know, boring almost. Like if I were to make a tier list of all the holes in the game just in terms of enjoyability of playing, think hole 15 would be very, very low down on the tier list.
Nice
Holes
shot.
1 and 10 would be the lowest, and then whatever the next level up from 1 and 10, I would put 15, to be honest. I think I would even put the special holes above 15 in terms of enjoyability. Actually, I'd put the special holes a bit higher, like it's maybe surprising to some, but just because they provide a bit of a challenge, so it's kind of fun.
Nice shot. Nice.
But for the most part, it is easy. It is usually a pretty safe birdie. And it's going to be 20 points after the first round of this game. And it looks like Dark will be dropping off from first place, and so three-way tie now on 20 points for first. Alright, gotta make sure I don't have the club selected this time.
Nice shot.
And that's annoying, but I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I mean, the roll on hole 17 is just so unpredictable. Like, it's annoying how unpredictable it is. I saved it, I suppose, with a pretty cool dunk, though. Didn't even hit the ground, it was just a swish, a 3-point swish. And for the third hole of the game, will we see another first place player drop off? And it looks like, yes, Riley is now dropping off, which leaves a two-way tie for first on 30 points. Now, the guy I'm tied with was the only other S player in the lobby. He was a bit lower ranked. Yeah, I think it was like S0 even, maybe. Somewhere in the low S ranks, and so theoretically should be able to get the win, but I guess it's not surprising that the two of us are at the top of the leaderboard right now.
Nice shot.
Now, maximum headwind here on 18. I honestly don't know if I can drive onto the green. I'm going to watch some other players and see what they do. Let them be the guinea pigs. Seemingly, the answer is yes.
Nice shot.
Close, though. Very, very close.
Nice.
That was also close, just in a very different way. Very close to the chip-in eagle. I will be settling for birdie, though, after I missed that
Nice birdie.
chip by a few inches. And for this hole, I don't think anyone is dropping off in first place. Me or Shot 155. And no, it looks like you got the birdie there. Awesome human Shot 155. It is going to be an awesome L for you, buddy. Hole 20 to finish things off. This is interesting because it's tee position dependent. The farther right you are, the easier it is to drive off the tee and have a good lie for your chip onto the green. Now, right to left wind does help with that, but I think both of us are fine here from this position. He got the best tee position though,
Nice
but
shot.
everybody should be able to make it here. It's awesome, a friendly clap. And I have to clear the bushy tree up ahead, but I also have to get less power so I land on the green. I don't go past it. I can't just like full send a 3 or anything. I really don't want backspin here, so I'm going to need precise power.
Nice shot. Nice on.
Okay, so guy in second got a par, which takes a little bit of pressure off of me, but I do not want to leave the win up to closest to the pin fate, and so I really got to sink this putt here. And that is an awesome L right there. And closest to the pin it will be.
Nice call.
Last game, which I thought was my rank up game, was intense in its own right. This game, which is my actual rank up game, is also very intense in its own right. Off to it closest to the pin with Mr. Shot 155. I guess that means he's going to be 155 feet away from the closest to the pin, and I'm just going to steal the win. And so let's just run through that right now and accept our S7 badge. Well, this is a very interesting one. I don't know if I've ever had this closest to the pin, to be completely honest. And I don't know what power to go. I have literally no idea. I'm guessing he's just going full power spoon, is my guess. And I'm going to try to get a tad bit more power than full power spoon. And there it is. That is a pretty decent closest to the pin. That was a fun one. Like I said, I've never gotten that one before, so I think I had good aim there. Pretty good power. I was coming in really hot. I was worried I would roll quite far, but a very comfortable closest to the pin win in the end of it. We'll give a GG's to Mr. Shot 155. A very well fought game. A valiant effort. But that is it. That is going to be a rank up for sure. There's absolutely zero way Nintendo trolls me this hard.
Ready, go.
Okay, there it is. And a very, very small amount into S7, so I think that's fair. I also think it's fair to make a little bit of a change here. That suits me a bit more now, so that was a funky video, all in all. A very nice way to get into S7. If you enjoyed this content, hit the like button, and I will see you guys in the next video.